guys, it's Katie, and I'm super excited because I just ordered some studio lights, finally. I feel like I look a little pale, but I'm very happy because it's like 8:30 at night. It is pitch black outside, and I am able to look decent and film inside at nighttime and not have like gross yellow lighting. I'm still messing with the camera settings because these lights are kind of harsh. I'm actually really surprised by how bright they are though, because they're just like little mini tabletop lights, but they're kind of blinding. But hopefully I can start figuring them out a little bit more. But I'm super excited because now my content is going to be prime. But anyway, the point of today's video is I'm going to be sharing with you guys my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. So, don't mind my trash can. I'm like sitting on the floor because these lights are like mini tabletop lights, so they're like sitting on the ground. But anyway, I'm going to share with you guys my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon this year. So, the first challenge is to read the group book, which is Empress of All Seasons. I rented this book on Overdrive. I'm sad because I thought I was getting the audiobook and I was going to plan to listen to it while I'm at work that week, but I ended up getting the ebook, and they don't actually have an audiobook, but I have the ebook so I can read that if I need to. And so yeah, I have that book. Next is read one of the host's 5-star reads, and for this one I chose Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. I actually started reading this. I didn't get very far. I'm on like page 63. Yeah, so I want to plan on finishing this during the readathon because I don't know, I just haven't finished it. It's been sitting in my backpack and I was just reading it when I was on the go, but I really want to finish this book because I was so excited to read it. It's gotten some damage on it, but I was so excited to read it when it came out, and I bought it when it first came out, and then I just haven't finished reading it, and it's been sitting in my backpack and it's so beat up. It's so sad. But I mean, you know, show the book some love. I just realized this has a white cover. But yeah, so I'm going to plan on reading that. The next challenge was to read a book that got me into reading. So for that book, I chose Twilight. It has been like 10 years since I've read this book. I remember I first rented it from the library when it first came out, and I read it. And then I think like I reread it a couple times after that. I know I've read this book like 3 times already. But I really want to reread it because it's been so long since I've actually read this book. And I just want to see what my thoughts are on it now that I'm no longer like 13. But I don't know, I'm kind of excited for this because I've been wanting to pick this up and I just never had the like excuse to. Oh, I think I was rereading it at one time. I have a bookmark on page 36, so I think I was rereading it and just never finished it. But this book has definitely seen some love. It's got water damage, but you know, I'm really excited for this readathon because I feel like all the nostalgia. I might just start with this book just so I can get nostalgic because I don't know, I'm so excited. I'm excited for this readathon. I'm so glad that I have an excuse to reread Twilight. The next one is to read a book that is in the adult genre. So for that, I chose Rose Matter by Stephen King. I've been wanting to read this book for a while. It sounded pretty good. And I just love Stephen King. And this is kind of a shorter book. And it's like 400 pages. But it's a little bit of a shorter book for what he usually writes. I mean, I would love to read The Stand, but that's like an 1,000-page book. That is not good for a readathon at all. So I'm going to stick to this book. I don't really know much about it, but it's Stephen King, so I'm going to read it. The next challenge is to combine your favorite genre with your least favorite format or the opposite. So for this one, I chose my favorite format, which is books. And I chose my least favorite genre, which is kind of fantasy. So I picked up Throne of Glass. This is fantasy, right? I think it is. I don't know. But I've been meaning to read this book forever and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I don't know, I'm just not that big on fantasy, but I don't know, I want to try it. I've heard good things about it, so we'll see. This is kind of a long series to get into, but if I can start it, then, you know, maybe I can actually read this series this year. Yay! The next challenge is to read a book with a cover you don't like. So for that one, I just picked After You by Jojo Moyes. I have yet to read this book. It's the sequel to Me Before You. I don't know, I mean, I don't particularly hate this cover, but I don't think there's anything like unique about it. It's just letters on a blank page, so it's kind of boring. But yeah, I might as well just read it. I feel like it's going to be lame because of the way that Me Before You ended, but I mean, whatever. We're going to read it anyway. Light contemporary read to get me through. And then challenge number 7 is to read a book by an author you've never read before. So for that one, I picked The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I have not read anything by her, and I've been wanting to read The Raven Boys for a while. I was going to read them during the Lalathon, but I never got around to them. I didn't get around to doing the Lalathon, even though I made a TBR for it. I suck and got distracted and didn't bother reading because I wasn't in the mood to read. But I'm going to be doing the Biannual Bibliothon because I love it and I do it every year. But yeah, those are all the books that I plan on reading for this readathon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm reading 7 books. Maybe I probably won't finish them all, but these are the ones that I have. And I have my ebook. I might try to get one of these books on audiobook because I feel like I can consume books a little bit quicker. I wonder if I kind of I was considering getting Twilight on audiobook, but I kind of just really want to read Twilight physically. I don't know. I feel like being nostalgic and I'm excited. I might have to reread the whole series after this readathon. This readathon might just be me reading the whole entire Twilight series for no reason. But yeah, I'm excited for this readathon. Let me know down below what you guys are reading. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. When does it start? I think it starts the 12th. So, yay. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to hopefully work on pre-recording some video challenges. I usually don't do the video challenges, but I think this weekend I have some time off, so I'm probably going to pre-record those because it's hard to kind of like record those and vlog at the same time. But I will be vlogging throughout the week of the readathon so you guys can keep up to date with that. I'm really excited because I actually did really good last year's Biannual Bibliothon. So I'm excited. Was there not a summer Biannual Bibliothon or did I miss that? I think I might have just not done the summer one. I don't even know. I know I did the winter one last year, but yeah. That's about it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So, bye! Yay, books!